guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. Now let's take a little look-see at what's been going on in Rome over the last couple of weeks. Zivkovic with the free kick, and it's straight in the back of the net, and that is the perfect start. Roma 1, Parma 0. Nobile. Long range strike from Nobile, and it's in the back of the net. Amazingly, Parma a level. Omar Nobile. Parma's first shot on target of the entire match goes in the back of the net. Bombing down this right hand side, can he pick a decent cross out though? Whips the ball in, Di Placido gets across his man and puts it in the back of the net. Roma 2, Parma 1, Marcelo Di Placido's 20th of the season. There we have it, Roma 2, Parma 1, close but we got it. Deflected around all over the place. Horrific play. Oh, what a strike that. Oh, good God. And it's in the back of the net. Cecina 1, Roma 0, goalkeeper own goal, and once again we fall behind without having a shot on target against us. Hinman now in space for Cecina, and they're through and it's scored again. Alonso makes it 2-0. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. They've been clinical today, but we need to be better than this. Hinman again. Somebody got a foot in. Alonso. Oh my God, Tuma's in again. Cecina 3, Roma 0. What are we doing? Goes back to Ervig Drupal. Goes back to Kolesnikov out wide. Into Ervig Drupal again. He needs to find a cross, really. All the way across. Di Placido with the big header, and that is 3-1. But it might well be too late. Cecina 3, Roma 1, Marcelo Di Placido. There we have it. Cecina 3, Roma 1. Ridiculous. Which with the free kick again this time. Albino Rappi with the header, and it is 1-0 to Roma. Roma 1, Frosinone 0. Big goal for us. Puts us back on at the top of the league, at least provisionally. 1-0. In for Falcao, has a shot. No, comes back. Comes back to Zivkovic. What a strike. Top corner. Roma 2, Frosinone 0. Andrea Zivkovic. Who else? With the goal. We look like we're back on form today. Nice stuff. Coming inside, into Halserta, maybe Zivkovic with the strike, and it's 3-0. Another goal for Andrea Zivkovic. Roma 3, Frosinone 0. There we have it. Roma 3, Frosinone 0. Not having a good season this year, but they could still get something here. Fernandez is through, and it's 1-0 to Sampdoria, and they really do deserve that, frankly. Leonardo Fernandez, Sampdoria 1, Roma 0. Not good for us. Bit more space. Jesus, terrible angle, but he's put it in the back of the net anyway. Gabriel Jesus, Sampdoria 2, Roma 0, and they've destroyed us today, to be honest. Capra, a bit of space now, going through himself. Di Placido with the strike, and it is 2-1. Sampdoria 1, Sampdoria 2, Roma 1. Di Placido with another goal. He's doing well. Headed away by Sampdoria, and it is Sampdoria 2, Roma 1. We did not deserve the win. Through the side, Kamari's through, and oh, it's in the back of the net. Unbelievable. Roma 0, Albino Leffe 1, and yet again we've thrown away a good position. In for Capra to Zivkovic, cutting inside, strike off the bar, and it's back in the back of the net. Halserta scores the equaliser. Roma 1, Albino Leffe 1. That's what we needed. Back across goal. Capra, it's in the back of the net. Roma 2, Albino Leffe 1. Massive goal. We need to turn this game around, and we have. 2-1. Lamantia's throw now, Di Placido to whip one across, Lamantia to Garcia, Di Placido now, Lamantia whips it across, brought down, Antonio with the, a chance, and it's the fullback. Roma 3, Albino Leffe 1, it's Antonio, first ever goal for the club, brilliant stuff for him, good, solid lead for us now. In for Halserta, a bit more space for him, Di Placido's through here, smashes it, 4-1 Roma. We really have turned this game around. Di Placido with another goal. Good stuff from him. 4-1 in the end. Very comfortable, but not all the game. Right, guys, we're back. So yeah, it's been a bit of an up and down month for us, really. Firstly, actually, before we get into that, if we could get ourselves 3 likes on this episode for the 3 wins that we've managed to actually incur this month, that would be just marvellous. Moving on, though, we do have ourselves, of course, a question of the day. I'm just going to choose one off my random list. Okay. Do you think Chelsea will keep the Premier League title? This one's been on my list for a little while now. I thought I'd wait for a bit to answer it. No. I just don't think... I think like they have the squad to do it, but I just don't think now with the points deficit that they've already given themselves, I really can't see them dragging it back. I know it's really early in the stage in the season, but City are going to have to go on some really poor runs of form just to even get Chelsea near them, and that's the problem, because you can't imagine that Chelsea are going to go unbeaten for the rest of the year, so I just don't see them going to be doing that, frankly. What do you guys think? And if you do have any ideas for your question of the day, do drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am anyway. Last thing, we've had some good suggestions, actually, for managers for the new saves, for the Wales save, and for, of course, my Wimbledon save. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, but those of you that watch my channel a lot or from before when I've done this will already know this, is it can't be real players. So it can't be Alberto Cherry, it can't be Dominic Gape, it can't be Jed Wallace, because reasons, it has to be a fake player, so to speak, just for safety. Not for safety, you know what I mean? It's just best to not represent other people on the internet and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we're doing with that. Just because I had some sort of confusion, there will only be one series running a one time when we start FM16. The only reason I'm doing 2 at the moment is because it's a relic from when I could actually have the sort of energy to do double uploads, basically. Plus now with the new editing and stuff that I'm doing, I'd never be able to do that. It's just too much stuff. But that means that we can really dig in to a save properly, and we'll still do some double upload days. I definitely hope to do so, because once I get into the swing of things, I'm hoping I can get that sort of stuff going. So we might do some weekends where we have 2 episodes and stuff like that, and some special stuff. I want to get really into it this year, and hoping that Wimbledon could be as good, if not better, than my Portsmouth save, and that's going to take some doing. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for managers, do drop those in the comments here as well. I'm taking them all on board. I saw Kieran Griffiths for a Wales manager, and that for me is a brilliant idea. I really like that idea. A lot of people got a lot of support for Slavi Danchev, of course. I sense those two might be up high there, along with Abraham and Barr. Love that man. Anyway, so you've seen what's happened this month. It's not been the best one for us, really. Some poor performances have kind of hit us hard, frankly. Here's how the squad's lining up at the moment. Di Placido has 23 goals and 36. He needs to get up and catch it. Frankly, he's been all right this month, to be honest. But look at that from Zivkovic. 17 goals, 14 assists. Simone Capra's been up there too. Zivkovic has obviously missed a couple of games through injury. We are still lacking players, though. And as you will have seen from some of the players in the games that you would have seen in the highlights, you also notice I had some new menus put up. It's been difficult because with no Caterini, no Elvis, we've had to really rotate players, and I just don't think the squad is quite strong enough yet. We need some more players that can come in, and that's the problem for us. Now, here's how the league is looking. It's very, very tight at the moment. Inter actually lost. Now, for a while, as you would have seen in the side panel, it was us, Inter and Juve all tied on the same points tally. Like, when we lost, they lost. When we won, they won. It was a very, very sort of strange situation. But at the moment, Inter did lose, I believe. Yeah, they lost 1-0 to Sampdoria. Sampdoria seemed to be somewhat resurgent lately, and of course they beat us. So if we win today, we go back onto the top, which is good. Level on points with Juve, but better head-to-head and better goal difference. So Di Placido's right up there on the goal scoring too, which is nice to see. And of course, Zivkovic is still flying high there. Boisson's still got a lot of clean sheets. I believe we do still have the best defensive record in the league, and that is saying something, because yeah, that is just saying so. And the best attack. So there's a lot going for us. We've just had a few weird games which would not go in for us. So there you go. Let's just jump straight into the game against Lazio. This is going to be tough because Lazio are really gunning for the teams above them at the moment. And we are 10 points clear. Looks like Champions League is in the bag. For some reason, Simone Capra came to me and he said, I want to join a Champions League club. I'm like, okay, you're in one now, mate. But I believe that's because once we're knocked out, technically the players, I think that's stupid as well. Like, if you've been in the Champions League that season and you're looking like you're going to qualify again, they shouldn't be able to come to you and go, I want to play Champions League football. That's bollocks. Hopefully that sort of stuff will be fixed on FM16. All kinds of fingers crossed. I've got everything crossed for that kind of stuff to be fixed. So, Di Placido, Hauserta, Capra, Garcia, Falcao, Zivkovic, Lamantia, Arapi, Marim, Antonio, and Boisson. Of course, Antonio got his first ever goal for us, which was fantastic to see. So we're just going to jump straight in. It's away from home. Now, we've lost every away game and won every home game this month, and that's been a little bit worrying for me, because we've done all right away from home so far this season, and those defeats, like, okay, Sampdoria, fine, that I would have accepted that, but the one that really got me was the Cesena one. I thought we were better than a 3-1 defeat in that game. They took their chances, fair play to them, but I don't know, I just feel like we should have done better on the night. We'll put the goal action highlights back on for you guys. We are the favourites, apparently. Yep. Oh, and whoop. Good stuff. Right, so a lot of teams have been playing this system against us lately, and we've actually beaten most of them that have done this against us. So it happened in the last match in the end, and we actually ended up quite comfortably beating Albino Leffe, as you would have seen. So interesting that, but it's strange that all the teams have suddenly started playing this style. But let's just get into it and see how we go. You'll notice I've got this on the right hand side now. Some people said they wanted to see the players' conditions and ratings during the game, and obviously because I have the formation displayed here, I can't do that. Here we go. Zivkovic to Capra in all kinds of space now, whips it across. Di Placido's header off the crossbar, Marim on the rebound, and it is 1-0 to Roma here, away from, well, it's not away from home because they share a stadium, I believe, isn't it? But there we go. Well, it's still away from home. We lead the game, and this is a huge one for us. If we can put one over Lazio now, the most important thing there is it will send us 13 points clear of dropping out of the Champions League places, and it will give us a chance very soon to wrap up a Champions League place. And remember, we don't have to play Juventus again this year because we've already beaten them twice, which gives us a little bit of leeway against them, because they're going to have some difficult games, but we don't have to play against them anymore, and we just need to keep winning games. If we can win everything from now on, there's nothing they can do about it. But I still think this is going to be a tough one for us. I don't think us scoring there is going to be representative of this entire match. Lazio have given us a real go, regardless of where we've played them. You know, since they've come back up into the top flight, they've been superb. Garcia now, out wide, surely. No, whips it across, and it's cleared away, but Falcao will mop that up. We actually had Hernandez playing in there for a bit of one game. Garcia, can he pick out one of his trademark balls? That's going to go to Moisov, unfortunately. But can he find a pass out? Nakai now. they're playing it quite carefully around at the back here, Lazio, which is not really what I like. I like to see it when they thump it into the midfield, because usually we've got the strength in numbers to win it there. Zivkovic does win the ball, but not enough. Oh, wow, what a ball. Kiru's through here, and Lazio are going to... Wow. Emerick Boisson there has just rescued us, because that should have been 1-1. They've had a good opportunity there and it's gone to waste. But it's good to see Jefferson Marim getting another goal for himself too. Cleared away by Garcia now. 21 minutes on the clock, and that's a good tackle from Halserta. I'll tell you what, right? He's not the best player, but he's done a brilliant job of filling in today, and I'm really pleased for him in that sense. Garcia now, he's got an overlap and he needs to find it. He hasn't, but will he get the ball in? He does, all the way across, and it's cleared away. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose, guys. I'm trying out a slightly different style of recording this week, and what I mean is in the way I record the episodes, in big chunks, which is why you might see me, oh yes, it's in the back of the net, and I think it's Falcao this time. Yes, it is. Lazio 0, Roma 2, Falcao now with the goal. That should be a really difficult one to draw back for them, particularly, you know, we've only conceded 27 times this year. Great header again from Di Placido. I don't know what that hit, but the point is it's in the back of the net this time from Falcao. But yeah, I'm going to try and record 4 episodes today because I've got a lot of stuff I need to sort out. So I don't know if it's going to be possible, but you'll know because I'll be wearing the same shirt. Falcao now, upfield, and Di Placido will bring that down. Lovely stuff. Goes round his man. He's got support coming up with him. Zivkovic is one of them. We get a third goal now, and it is done, Zos. Zivkovic round the side. Capra must be offside, though. Really? He wasn't offside? In that case, he should have put that in. But hey, we'll take it. If we get to half-time at 2-0, I feel very confident about us winning this game. We're actually playing superb. The last time we played Lazio was at home, and we drew 1-1. We were not good on the night. I'm just going to tell them to concentrate so we don't get a little bit too complacent. We're doing okay, but I'd like to see that shot accuracy over 50%. Zivkovic goes short this time to Capra. He's cutting inside. He's just going to have a go. Oh, and it's saved by Allegro in goal for Lazio. And so far in this game, we've been fantastic. Lamantio, a third goal would just be the killer. Halserta now, and it'd be a good one in the derby as well. Halserta, can he slip it through for someone? Garcia, out wide to Lamantio. Fullback's doing well getting forward. He's got 2 players there, but Di Placido's flick on. Can he find the rebound? He does! Lazio 0, Roma 3. Marcelo Di Placido this month has actually been very good. I think he's scored in not every game, I don't think, but nearly all of them. He's not got loads, but he's been consistent, and that's what I like to see. Good header there, well blocked. Don't know how he got it in from that angle, but there he goes. 24th goal of the season. He's getting there, but we need more sort of braces and hat-tricks from him for the remainder of the season. I'm very pleased with the team so far. That's good to see. Right. So. Everybody green. That's very unusual to see everybody actually green. I'm still annoyed that we're going to lose Zivkovic at the end of the season. I keep trying to offer him a new contract every couple of weeks and hope that he'll change his mind. But I think most of our summer transfer budget is going to be going on a right winger and a backup attacking mid. That's sort of the areas where we really do need players. That's going to drop out in theory to Capra. Zivkovic has got a bit of space now. If he can pull it back for someone, he can, but not to anyone in particular. Falcao is doing a stellar job today. We had some bids actually from Norwich City for him and Capra, but I've turned them down and I've set them, you know, I've said they can go, but then I've set their asking price to like 100 million each. So, oh good God. So I don't think they'll be leaving anytime soon. Hopefully anyway, unless they actually give me, if Norwich give me £100 million, I will let them have him, frankly, because that could buy us an entire fucking team. Zivkovic now coming forward, and he's got men all around him, and he's just dropped it into Moisov, unfortunately. A chance for maybe a goal back here for Lazio. If we can win this done, good stuff there, but Kiru is still a good player, and Halserta there is an absolute monster. He's got Di Placido in space. Di Placido doesn't quite win it, but he needs to get back on his feet now. Out wide, we've got players bombing forward. Garcia is one of them. Inside to Zivkovic, good strike, and it's somehow... Oh, I'll tell you what, I thought that was in the back of the net. I think at 3-0 we should be good for the win. However, as with many of these situations, anyone playing particularly badly? Halserta, despite getting on the ball a lot, he's only running at a 6.6 at the moment. However, I can't really bring anyone on for him because most of our bench is full of fluff at the moment, and that's the problem. Our bench does not have many players that we can bring on that I will be confident in putting them on the pitch. Look, I'll show you. So Kolesnikov, yeah, Irving Drupal and Danchev. Lorenzo, these guys here, fine. Minardi isn't bad, but, and okay, it's not too bad actually, but we don't have any attacking mids apart from... Maybe Slavi Danchev? Should we get Danchev on? Go on, let's give Slavi a little run out here. I'm also going to look at Kolesnikov or Arapi, because Arapi, despite doing quite well in my eyes, never seems to get good ratings, and yet he's constantly getting good clearances, but maybe that's because he seems to make mistakes when we don't see it, perhaps. I'm guessing that's what's happening. So we made a couple of changes now. Oh, great. Third change is coming now, because, yeah. Okay, well, that's my bad, isn't it, really? Irving Drupal will come on for Garcia. That's a nice change to be able to make, because they're equally good players. Should be able to see out the last 18 minutes with now a 3-goal lead and some decent fresh legs on the pitch. A third goal could be possible, but we're doing all right. I'm pleased. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just see what happens here. Capra now. He's going to lose the ball. That was really poor from him. And Danchev's actually tracking back there. Nicely done, Slavi. Can he win the ball, though? No, he can't. But then that's not really his job in that area. His job is to create, ironically. Although he's the shadow striker, isn't he? Inigates. And that's a poor effort. I'd like to keep another clean sheet today. I want to see how many Boisson can get for the rest of the season. This is a good game to get over with in terms of a hurdle of a big one away at one of our main rivals who actually are up there in the league as well. It's weird. We'll win away at like Udinese and then at Lazio, but then, it's in the back of the net. And there goes the clean sheet, but it's still going to be the win. Pierluigi Piantoni makes it 3-1, but nah. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating because we'll lose at like Cecina and then win 3-1 now away at Lazio. It's a very inconsistent performance in general, and that's a worry for me because I'd like to see that not happen so much in the future. Lamantia with the throw in, and that should be donezo's. And there we go, Lazio 1, Roma 3, and that's perfect. In the next episode, guys, of course, we're going to be doing end of the season stuff. So look at that, 2 assists and a goal for Di Placido. That is more like it. Great result. Yep, good stuff. There we go. So we're back on top of the league again. Identical record to Juventus, just with more goals scored, less conceded, and of course the head-to-head on them, which is most important there. But it is still going to be very tight between Juve, us, and of course Inter. And we've got Torino next, so things don't exactly get any easier for us. Let's just take a little look at the running while we're here. So we've got Torino next, which will be difficult. We've got Milan away. As much as they are absolute bobbins at the moment, I still feel like we're going to end up having a struggle there. Sassuolo at home is important to win. Pescara away will be difficult. It really will. Udinese at home, I'd like to think we can win that. Palermo away, we should win that. And Latino at home, we should win that. And actually what you're going to see in the next episode, guys, is the Latina game on the last day of the season. And I fully expect that the title will not be decided before we get into that game. Frankly, I think it could all come down to that. So guys, if you like what you're seeing, please do drop a big old like on the episode. That would be fantastic. If we could get, actually I already said 3, didn't I? So there you go. Make it 4 since we won this game. I'll see you guys in the next episode for, well, the rest of the season. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to the summer. Hopefully we can buy ourselves some quality players. And you guys will of course see them in the transfer window episode after that. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.